Well. That was an interesting pre-show, but we got to get into the business of talking NASCAR, gentlemen.
All-Star,
NASCAR
All-Star.
All-Star Weekend. It was had a little excitement to it.
Yeah, a little
You know
excited.
what I mean? A little excitement to it. We
Yeah.
didn't win. We didn't win, but we had a good seat for what happened. Bubba came in
got a
seventh.
Tyson, we got
Bubba came in
Tyson and
seventh.
Paul.
Yeah.
And did he get any money for coming in seventh?
Huh?
Did he get any money for coming in seventh?
You get zero
Oh.
money
It's a
and
good
0
run,
points.
man.
It's
Just a
a
good
win
run.
or
Good
everybody
job.
lose. Hey, well, I would say that he ran well, but and he did. He had
He
a
did.
okay car. He didn't have a car fast enough to win, so it didn't really matter. If you wasn't winning, you wrecking. And speaking of wrecking, the first lap, my
Yeah.
man Bush. Hey, listen, I can always count on Kyle Bush to do something outlandish. Outlandish. The man got Stenhouse for one got pushed up into Bush. Right, dude underneath him got loose. That's what I saw anyway. Saw the dude get loose, pushed Stenhouse up the track, pushed him into Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch got pushed into the wall, and then all hell broke loose. You know, Kyle Busch
Literally.
he got a quick temper, and it don't take him much to have to want to pay you back. And boy, he went right. I mean, it took him half a lap, one turn to catch up to Stenhouse and put his ass into the wall. Now I used to like that because he used to drive my car and put him in the wall. It don't matter to me as long as we win. But that was funny. Now you had your boy Stenhouse, who was probably about 5'2", waiting on Kyle Busch like he was King Kong. And as soon as he got back to the hall, because at Wilkesboro, it's a small track, and once they lock you into the track, you can't get out. So it's none of that. You crashed early, so you can go home early. He had to sit around and wait till the track opened up again, which was after the race was over. So he had to sit there and stew for 200 laps and wait around for Bush, and then all hell broke loose. Bush came to the hauler. They talked a little bit. And look, I expect nothing to happen. I expect, a whole bunch of pushy. You know how they are. And they push you get into what do you call it, a Donnybrook. You get to wrestling and stuff. Nobody actually throws any punches. But shoot, Stenhouse started out with a hook. Right to Bush's jaw, put him on the ground.
Yeah, he chopped the tree down, didn't he?
Knocked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was laid out for a second. Like when I'm after school.
Yeah, mama said knock you out.
Hey man, that was hilarious.
He
Now,
was
what
not
y'all think about
expecting
that,
that
man?
from Ricky.
No, he wasn't.
I didn't think it deserved that though. I mean, all he did was cut in between the car though. It didn't even look that bad.
I mean, I don't think the punch was from the action. I think they had to exchange something. He had to call him some type of name or something in this. Look at this, how long this dialogue is. Like if you was mad and sitting for that long, I would just came out swinging. I wouldn't have been waiting to talk this long. I would just swung on you.
Bush is condescending. He probably said, "Man, I don't care. It doesn't really matter. You got into the wall, so what?"
The funny thing is, they were watching this live. They were interviewing Joey Logano,
Yeah.
and they started fighting. They're like, forget
This
Joey
is a big
Logano.
boy right here. Big boy muscling jokers.
Yeah, you do right.
Hey,
He was controlling it. That's probably the rear tire changer.
I felt bad for that dude. That dude kept getting pushed off the hauler. It's the same guy, like multiple times. Every time he tried to get up there, the dude just pushed him right back down again.
It was not.
And then Kyle received some punches from another dude when he got on.
It was I think it was an old dude too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The old fella got into the melee.
Yeah.
Kyle took 2 L's.
He was saying, "Get off me."
The thing is, oh, go ahead.
I said, "Nah, I guess Kyle's becoming the bully of NASCAR over here."
Did they hand down any penalties on that? Because I haven't heard anything.
No, nobody's gotten suspended
I don't
yet.
think they. Yeah, I don't
Still
think
with
they
the video
have.
camera behind him.
Yeah. They gonna get the picture. They knew it was going down. He told him, look
It's
over
up.
there.
I wish I could hear what they're saying.
I know, right?
No, I turned it down because he got all that popping in the background.
Oh,
You can't really hear. They
giving
still
fireworks.
they still have the championship here. They over there winners. They just caught him though.
The thing is, I hated the fact that Cal didn't want to do an interview after that. Like Ricky did an interview, which was pretty solid hearing it from his perspective. But I wish we would have heard it from Cal's perspective to see, like, all right, now from your end, what happened?
Nah, Kyle gonna
He always got something to say.
He
But he ain't saying nothing now.
He'll get the on track information. The next race, Stenhouse
Somebody
going to the
choking him
wall.
out. Who's choking him out?
That was the old dude.
The blue
Old dude was choking him out.
chokehold. He had him in a chokehold. Right. What was it? Oh, I want to say they had a chokehold's coming. He's like, get off.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It is so funny seeing white dudes get mad.
They had to do in the blue though. Look at the blue. Like, he over there chokeholding them. Then he gets slammed.
I tell you, too, Big Boy came around. The Big Boy held foot though at the Big Boy. Look at Big Boy.
Yeah. Hey, that was classic though.
You know, the funny thing is, there's so many videos out there. You get it from every angle.
You see something new every time.
Yeah.
See a new face. I'm telling you, man, white dudes when they mad, man, they got the funniest facial expressions, bro.
Right.
Speaking of that, man, before we go on with NASCAR, who's the best fighting sport that's not fighting?
Well, that's hockey, ain't it?
That's hockey, yeah.
Hockey be fighting though. They be throwing punches.
Yeah.
But they're not fighting though.
They're not. Well, they got you held down with one hand, and they throwing punches with the other.
I like when baseball fight though. Everybody rush the mound.
They be missing though.
Yeah.
They be doing these big swings and misses because they running.
Yeah,
And
you see them coming a mile away.
I would say hockey though, and NASCAR got some good fights, but they don't fight enough.
You know the funny thing is, NASCAR don't mind showing you though. You know how basketball don't want to show you the fight. They don't want to show the people running on the court and stuff like that. NASCAR, that's now.
And you know what's crazy though is because with a lot of NASCAR fights, even the officials don't break it up. They rely on their own teams to break it up.
Yeah, they don't jump in the middle.
Officials don't really jump in the middle.
Everybody with the camera was just standing there filming it.
But ain't the people on the teams? I did like ex-athletes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they got football players, basketball players. You got all kinds of people on the team.
Had to battle.
But you know how long that man had to wait just to get that.
I knew that was coming. I was trying to maintain that clean air. If I lost the clean air, we wouldn't have won the race. So we maintained it all day, and man, feels good. Feels great.
Congratulations, Joey Logano fired up, and we've got a fight going on right now between Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Those two
crowd cheering
back at lap number 2. And now the pit crews are
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get your butt out of here!
That Stenhouse apparently did not contact Kyle Busch, who thought that Ricky ran him up and into the wall and then turned Stenhouse into the wall and out of the race.
Well, he did.
Looking at this,
Kyle Busch right there.
looking at this, this makes me wish they still interviewed the driver in victory lane separate, so they could make time for that and then have to do a split screen, because they were trying to get to the interview with Joey immediately and then had to get a camera on that. If they just let that play out first and then let Joey Logano do what he wanted to do, then let him go to victory lane and do that. I wish they still did the victory lane interview so that could have a separate moment for that, so they have to share that. But yeah, that was wild.
Oh, they didn't do victory lane?
Yeah, that's a good point, though, BJ. That's a good point.
They interviewed the drivers. They interviewed the drivers straight away after the race on the front straightaway, and they used to wait till the driver drove in the victory lane, got in the car, and celebrated before they interviewed them. Now they interviewed them straight away, and sometimes this is an instance where you could have probably held off on that if y'all were going to try to show this. Wait a minute, let's let this, Stenhouse Busch drama play out, and then we can, let Joey Logano, because what this does is this makes Joey Logano, who, fair enough, he won the race, but folks are talking about the Stenhouse. They're probably going to be talking about it anyway, this incident more than they were him winning the race. But now he has to try to share that time and split screen with this conflict going on instead of letting us see this and then okay, let's get back to the winner of the race, Joey Logano.
Yeah, they be catching him on the track now. You can't even get off the track before you get interviewed.
And Ricky, you told me at the end of that first interview after the incident, you may have to hold my watch. You weren't joking. Was this pent-up anger from just this moment, or does it go back beforehand?
I felt like Kyle and I have always raced each other really hard. Back to the Nationwide Series when we were competing for wins week in and week out, and never had any issues. And then, I wrecked him one time at Daytona, and he's been kind of bad-mouthed me ever since then. So I feel like we get along with each other okay outside the racetrack. I talked to him quite a bit, and I'm not sure why he was so mad that I shoved it 3 wide, but I mean, he hit the fence and kind of came off the wall and ran into me. And I don't know, when I was talking to him, he kept saying that I wrecked him. So, just definitely built up frustration with, how he runs his mouth all the time, about myself. But I know he's frustrated because he doesn't run near as good as he used to. And I understand that. We're a single car team over here. We're working really hard to, go out and get better each and every weekend. And we had a really good game plan coming in. Our car was really strong. Yesterday Friday in practice, I was looking forward to running to the front. I think we'd pass a couple cars there, and I was excited for the rest of the night. And he ruined it.
I found an interview from Kyle Busch.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you ready to hear it?
Yeah. Is he crying?
Yeah, I don't know what his problem is. I know he's short and all. He need a booster seat. No, I'm just kidding, man. I ain't got nothing for you.
You see how much taller the girl interviewing him?
That's crazy, right?
Unofficially, according to this is Wikipedia. Unofficially, Stenhouse is listed at 5'10". I don't know how accurate that is.
5'10"?
5'10".
Man, he's shorter than the lady.
Adding some inches in there. He adding some inches in there. That ain't.
I don't know what his picking problem is.
Yeah, she about 5'3".
Yeah.
Yo, he 4'10". I'm just kidding.
Hey, but congratulations to Joey Logano, man. He did win the race. He got $1 million.
He dominated that race. It was crazy.
Yeah, he did. It was surprising that those tires held on like they did too. Man.
Yeah,
everybody was expecting them to fall off.
So do you think Bubba would have, if he wouldn't have stopped, kept going like some of those other races did? You think he would a little bit better than place?
Probably not because he wasn't running good on those tires anyway. He was in the back.
Mm-hmm.
He probably would have finished just where he was, to be honest.
Yeah, even if he had left them tires on, I don't think he would have been able to stay up there like they did.
Yeah. I was hoping he was going to get fifth at least. I'm like, come on, Bubba, just one more, bro. And man, finished sixth. I'm like, man, you don't get nothing for sixth place. Only 1 through 5.
Yeah, true. Well, not even that race. You don't. That race was all about $1 million #1 spot.
Oh, I thought everybody gets like a little piece or whatever, 1 through 5.
BJ.
I think they all.
No, I think it's only one.
First, but I think the winner gets the big $1 million prize. But I think they just get paid they get like a little, I think, contingency thing, but it's not much compared to what the winner gets.
Yeah.
I think they get that, and I'm not sure. I don't think the guys who were in the Open that didn't race in the All-Star get anything at all. I got to double check them, but I think the winner gets the majority, but they do pay like a little kind of thanks for coming type of deal to the other guys, but the winner gets the big pot.
Because what I saw in there, like the top 5, they had all those in brackets. So I'm, and the only time they put things in brackets, unless they're doing a payout from what I see. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else that weren't in the little brackets didn't get anything.
Well,
I remember when they used to do it at Charlotte back in the day. They used to get them nothing.
Because what you got, Logano, Hamlin, Busher, Larson, and Blaney. Those are the only top 5 that are in what's that called? That are blown. Yeah, the only top 5 right there that are in Yeah, big caps. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna look that up.
Well,
yeah, this was a good race. I wish they would have. I like how they changing the tracks. I think that was. I know it was not our first time running here though, but like I do like the fact that it's not in Charlotte no more. But I do think that it would be kind of cool passing the love around to some other tracks, kind of like almost like how they do in NBA and like NFL when they do different cities.
Yeah,
and stuff like that in different stadiums. It'd be cool having a different All-Star race at a different track. I'm just dying for them to come to Daytona, do an All-Star race at Daytona.
Yeah, they need to. I would like them to mix it up too. Give me some
Hey,
a
DK,
bigger
who
track.
won the contests for the what you call them, the best team?
Oh, best team pit stop.
Yeah, pit stop. Yeah.
They did that.
Yeah, they did that. Who won that?
That was Bale's team.
20.
20 car. Yeah.
The 20. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was one of Joe Gibbs' cars, but I wasn't sure.
Hey, if
where Bubba finished,
Bubba didn't. He didn't play. They didn't invite him.
Yeah, if you're in the open, you don't participate. Only the drivers automatically lock straight away into the All-Star race. Get to do it. If you're in the open event, you don't get to participate.
So
he ain't deserve.
Okay, yeah, because it was only 220. No, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So he drove his way in, so that's how he got the race. Well, he wasn't in the competition because he had to drive his way in.
Hey, if DC could have a track, where could we put it?
That's a great question. Probably put it out in Southern Maryland somewhere.
We could have had one actually in DC.
Nah, ain't no
You got
room
no
down
space
there.
for it. Yeah, ain't no space for that.
I mean,
Buzz
RFK would have been big enough.
Buzz Creek, that's not
Buzz
DC.
Creek.
What about RFK Stadium? Would have been big enough. You don't think?
Ooh,
Tear
that's
all
a
that
good
down.
one. That's right off the highway. Yeah, that actually would work.
Hey, listen, we putting the football stadium there. We ain't worried about that. unless
I think the NASCAR will be better investment.
You crazy? They only come once a year.
You can do it twice.
Even that, you're still not making. Look, you're not making as much as football. But what you could do, is build the stadium far enough in where you can build the track around the stadium, and when you on the race will have to be going around the stadium, so that the stadium will be in the middle of the track.
I mean, there's a lot of land over there by waterfront, by the MGM and all that.
Nah, man. Listen, let me tell you something about that. I surveyed that property down there before the waterfront showed up.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do so much foundational stuff to make sure that because I used to work for a landscape architecture firm, right?
Yeah.
And they did the survey, the landscaping survey for the project. The amount of stuff that you would have to do to put a track down there like that, and plus it's down there by the water, so the problem they would have is with the car exhaust and all that stuff, because that's a wetlands. So you got a whole bunch of ecosystem down there that they don't want to disturb. So that wouldn't work down there.
Interesting.
Yeah, with any track, you'd have to consider the noise too. People get noise complaints.
Yeah. So you can't put it in somebody's backyard. People in Oxon Hill gonna be like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, that's loud.
Buzz Creek.
Buzz Creek. How big is Buzz Creek?
It's a drag track. It's small.
You ain't putting it no. Poconos is the closest to DC, isn't it?
Yeah, Poconos. No, Richmond.
How far is Poconos? I thought it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Pocono, that's
Pennsylvania.
That's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's only like 2 hours.
That's about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, Richmond closer. Richmond is closer.
Okay.
Well, maybe if they tear down the old, what's that called, the FedEx Stadium, they could do that. Take all that land.
In Landover.
In Landover.
Hell no.
Hey, we got
right inside the community.
They got F1 coming to DC, I think, next year.
Now that wouldn't be. They might be able to. Well, DC tracks are so narrow. I was gonna say he might be able to run on around the street like they're doing in Chicago, but I think DC streets are too narrow for that.
F1 doing it next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, if you can get NASCAR in the streets, that would be vicious. That would be something else if you can get NASCAR in the streets.
Put the track around the monument.
Man, what?
The Chicagoland version, DC version.
You know they're not gonna do that. Congress, they too uppity.
You see the White House in the background and stuff while you're racing through the streets.
No,
yeah, no, that'd be right.
NASCAR is more of a what do you want to call that? A American / I don't want to sound like that, but it's more Caucasian. More Caucasian.
Really?
Catered, if you were to say, more Caucasian catered. So people in the White House might like that because they sound like they might like NASCAR out of all sport. Especially somebody like I'm not gonna say no names, but he does say you're fired a lot. So
he's supposed to be at the next race. He's supposed to be at the Coca-Cola 600.
That's exactly
word. He's making it free.
He put it out there that he might come.
It's a money thing. I will not see if DC politicians be like, you know what? Yeah, let's have the race in the streets. Shut it down for it. Shut it down.
He got to start doing something before he get convicted.
Oh man,
he's
gonna be president again. Watch,
man. Don't put that out in the eco. Keep that to yourself.
Yeah,
nobody want that to happen.
America's funny like that.
Well, you got that right. All right, fellas, we're moving into the 600 next week. Coca-Cola 600. That's a full-length track there. It's a big boy down in Charlotte. So that should be fun. Get back on track with some points.
Yeah.
I like the Coca-Cola. I mean, that's the one I used to go to. So I had fun there. So I'm partial to that track. Let me see. Bubba's still in 16th because it was a no points race. So no upward movement, but no downward movement either. How about that?
So Bubba just win one. He good to go.
Yeah, he good to go as far as the playoffs is concerned.
Mm.
I mean, he still got to gain points to try to get a better position within the playoff run. But as long as you win, you win. So right now there are 1, 2. Wait a minute. That ain't right. Oh, I was down too far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different winners right now.
Mm.
And if I'm correct, there's no amount of wins that I know last year I think it was almost 16. It was 14 winners, and then 2 raced themselves in. But if you go over 16, if it's 17 winners, I guess there's just 17 spots, right?
No, it's just they go over who's highest in the points there. So
it's only 16 winners, 16 spots.
Yeah,
that's it.
16 spots. Yeah, they don't, add spots. It's whoever it becomes. If it's more than 16 winners, then we just go back to points. Whoever's highest in the point among those.
So it sounds like Bubba's got to be at least like 12 or better going forward.
But she got to get a win first.
Yeah, well, that'd be
just get a win. Just get a win. Whichever track you best at, focus on that joint and get a win. Then you can practice for the playoffs. Because he runs well in the playoffs. It's just a matter of being one of the winners that can win.
Mm.
So,
I mean, I'm hoping for it, man. I'm really hoping for it.
So give me the odds at Busch wrecks Stenhouse in the next race.
Mm.
What are the odds? I say it's 100%.
She's 100%.
That's 100%. But you can't play with Busch like that, man. Busch, he doesn't really. He's like an Earnhardt used to be. He didn't really mess with Busch too much. He kind of loose in the brain.
I'll go 42%.
40?
40.
I go 70.
70? Ooh.
40 is really low. 40. You talking about Kyle Busch?
I think 70. They're
What you
gonna
got,
definitely
BJ?
pass each other. They're gonna get around each other.
Even if they don't pass each other, one of them gonna slow down so he can catch. It's gonna be.
It gotta be Kyle. It gotta be Kyle retaliating on Ricky because I don't think Ricky will. I think he got his punches in. I think he's pretty good. So if it's anybody, it's Kyle who's gonna hit Ricky. I don't think it's Ricky.
You know how you're on the beltway and you see somebody driving crazy and you behind them. You don't pass them. You just let him go until he get it out of his system. Maybe he'll get off on the next or something, but you don't let him. You don't put him behind you. So that's what Stenhouse gonna do. You don't let Bush go ahead and be in front of me until the end of the race. We all right. That's the easiest way you can do to keep somebody from crashing.
I think the funny thing about it is the fact that the man said he's not used to. He's not running in the same spot he used to. I'm like, dang, Ricky.
He'll pass aggressive.
Really
I'm like, yeah, he was really throwing some shots. I'm like, technically, Ricky, you never ran in his spots though.
Yeah. Well, Stenhouse, when he was driving the 17, was doing all right, but he kind of faded out.
Hey BJ, who is the leader for next week's race? Who is the ongoing odds leader? If I wanted to put some money on it.
Seeing as how that's the reason they back, or really that's everybody's backyard, all the shops in the Charlotte area. But seeing as how they shop is literally like right down the street, walking distance from the track, and that's one of their home tracks. And when one of their boys is getting the attention of racing in Indy and coming to do the 600, I'd say somebody from the Hendrick camp, to be honest.
Come on, BJ.
Who do you say?
I'm just being real with it. I'm somebody. I think somebody from the Hendrick camp is gonna go. I like to see practice and qualifying before I make a true prediction, but I think somebody from the Hendrick camp is who gonna have to beat. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be. I don't think it will be Larson. It may be just because he's probably gonna have to race twice. And nobody has ever done that double deal and came back and won the same day of all the drops have done. So I don't think he will be a factor. I think you got to look out for somebody like Byron, or you got to look out for somebody like possibly, I hate to say Chase Elliott, but yeah, Chase Elliott, he might make some noise again. I would look out for somebody from the Hendrick camp, and just to somebody, if you want to see somebody just stir the pot from the Gibbs camp, I would look out for Denny Hamlin again. Denny Hamlin and Truex, he's not a bad pick there for you. I just feel like who's just trending towards Hendrick versus Gibbs, like who's won and who's not won. That's who I would, if I was putting money, I might put somebody on somebody from the Hendrick camp.
I heard that Stuart Haas might be selling their chapters.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic we could discuss we had time. But that rumor is that they write their final chapters in these coming couple of months or whatever. But that's gotta suck if you a driver that just joined the team. Gregson in the 10 and Barry in the 4.
Mm-hmm. But that's probably where Denny Hamlin's going to get his third chapter from. Or does he already have his chapter already?
No, they ain't got the charter yet. They rumor has it that one of them. This is just rumor, ain't nothing to confirm. Rumor has it that one of them go to them, one of them may go to Trackhouse, and I've heard somewhere that Front Row Motorsports, the 34 to 38 team, McDowell and them, I've heard that they're interested in possibly getting one. Possibly. Again, just rumor and innuendo. Nothing has been confirmed and, made official yet. But I've heard that one of them is trying to go to them. One of them go to 2311. One of them possibly go to Trackhouse. But, we got time will tell, and we'll see what really actually happens.
They'd be wasting to give them Trackhouse. Trackhouse ain't going to do nothing with it.
Because Trackhouse got all those drivers in the hole coming up, and I'm sure they're trying to give one to them. They got SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, who I think they're trying to get in the top tier ride, and I think they've got.
He can be. He's not even doing anything in the Xfinity though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. He's had. I think what he needs to be personally, if I had to call, I think he's really he won a road course, and I think he needs to be a road course specialist like that. But I can't. I'm not the people making a decision like that. If they decide to run him full time, that's them. But I feel like he's one of those cats that lightning struck for him when he came over and got the road course win. I think he's better off more so being a road course specialist than those other guys. But we'll see. Time.
Just be an in-house specialist. That's all. Make your money that way. Everybody can't drive around a circle. So that's how the other dude was. What's the big tall dude name? Who's the road course specialist?
About Boris said or Ron?
Yeah, Boris said. Remember Boris said tried to be a full-time one time. Couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Let's say.
So that's how that's going to go. I think the track house is way fine.
Yeah, so y'all got Bubba coming in what 8th again?
I don't.
Well, he said good. He said if they have speed and he do him right in the pits, he finished 4th there last year in this race. He finished 4th, so I was slighting. I should have said he has a shot too. Because realistically, if they do him good, the pit stops hit good, and they do straight, do right by him, he drives good, he's got a shot. They just got all the nuts got to line up in the pond. The pit stops got to be good. They've got to bring speed to the track. We see what they can do because he finished 4th last year. I don't even got to look that up to confirm that. I remember he finished 4th last year in this race, so he's got a shot. It's just as much as anybody.
Yeah, got to get that speed in that car some kind of way.
Thought about speed.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at Jared Hendricks' pick though, because I think Carl Lawson might pull it off too. So I ain't even gonna lie, I'm not even mad at the pick.
Kyle Larson gonna get to the finish line and then bust a tire. It's gonna be all right.
I hope so.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be like it's gonna be all right. But the Coca-Cola,
them Ford boys are coming around though, so
yeah,
never know when the Penske boys might come and knock it off. Who knows? Ford is starting to catch up to Toyota and Chevy.
Easy.
Yeah, watch out for that Honda Accord next year.
Hey, Honda's going to do some things. I'm telling you, Honda should go ahead and try to get a manufacturer, get a car up in here.
Get that car low to the ground, get some bags on the engine, some bags on the wheels, lower it down to the ground. They're going to be right.
And you in there.
That's right. Get that hard suspension so when you hit a bump, it bounce all over the place. All right, let's not be
get some 15s in there.
A lot of heat in them tires.
I was about to say something else, but I didn't want to take it.
Yeah, I'm cutting you off. You don't know when to stop. All right, man. Let's get out of here. Hey, we appreciate everybody, man. We appreciate you. We're gonna do this again next week. Hopefully, there's another fight we can review. It's gonna be something on the track, but we'll see what happens.
This season has definitely been more entertaining than the past, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another fight later this year.
I'm waiting for Denny Hamlin and Chastain to fight.
Oh, Chastain is gonna fight somebody. I don't know. I don't know who though. I'm surprised he hasn't went off.
Y'all making this like wrestling.
That makes NASCAR more interesting.
All they need is entrance music when they walk out. Don't it is wrestling.
Yeah.
Someone played a Stone Cold Steve Austin anthem real quick.
All right, gentlemen.
Hey, so side note.
Yeah.
Side note: the Washington Commanders release video was trash.
The hell's that shit? we don't allow that kind of language on here. We're talking bad about them Commanders.
Man, y'all Commanders video. Don't worry, the Colts was trash too.
Listen,
but
everybody always talks about the team in the offseason because they're scared of them when they get to the regular season. They're trying to get all their digs in now. I see you over there. I see you, Indianapolis. Ain't nobody see y'all didn't even have one.
I said we were trash. I said our video was just as trash. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, see,
But y'all was pretty bad too, though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all was pretty bad.
That's all right. We don't need to be good on the entrance exam. We just need to pass the test. All right, fellas, we got
you had a show that said that Washington was going to win 11 games. It's crazy. There's so much blasphemy in that
Big
show.
Steve said 15.
That's so crazy. Wow.
Hey, listen, it's off season, baby. It's off season. Chill out. we're gonna do something special this year on the show that I'm gonna get with the fellas about. We're gonna do some betting this year.
Deacon, I don't know why you even talking to he Indianapolis Colts fan.
Hey, count me in. Count me in. I smell easy money.
All right. I don't know why you talking, Deacon. We out of here, baby. We out of here.
All right. Hey, everybody say congratulations to Darius and his wife having another anniversary last week, man. Congratulations on
And
that.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you. 6 years.
6 years. Hey, man, ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, man. Nothing to sneeze.
All right. We appreciate y'all.